Gaslighting is a kind of mind game. It is a slow and quiet form of emotional control. It happens when someone makes you doubt what you know is true. They might tell you that your memory is wrong. They might say that your feelings are not real or important. You're just being too sensitive, or I never said that. You are making it up. Over time, hearing these words can make you start to question yourself. You might begin to feel small. You might begin to feel unsure of your thoughts. You might begin to feel confused about reality. This slow erosion of your confidence is the core of gaslighting. It is very important to talk about gaslighting. It can happen to anyone in any kind of relationship. At home with your family, at home with your partner, at your job with a boss, at your job with a coworker. So what is gaslighting used for? At its heart, it is a tool used to gain control over another person. It is also used to maintain control. When you start to doubt your own perceptions and judgments, you become easier to influence and direct. A person who gaslights you wants you to feel unsure of yourself, so you rely on their version of reality instead of your own. This creates a power imbalance where they define what is true. This control can extend to many areas of your life. Social interactions, personal decisions, making you feel trapped and unable to act without their approval or guidance. It is a slow, methodical way of undermining your independence. Gaslighting is also used to avoid blame and responsibility. When someone makes a mistake or does something hurtful, the harm caused by gaslighting is significant and can deeply affect your mental health. Constant questioning of your reality can lead to anxiety, chronic stress, persistent feelings of sadness or depression. You may find yourself living in a state of confusion, never quite sure what is real and what is not. This can also lead to feelings of shame and self-blame. You might start to believe the gaslighter's narrative that you are the problem. Maybe I really am too emotional. Perhaps my memory is failing me. Over time, this erodes your self-esteem and makes you feel increasingly isolated and alone in your experience. This emotional and mental strain can also harm your physical body. You might find it difficult to sleep at night, leading to exhaustion and fatigue during the day. Section 4. Gaslighting in romantic relationships and family. For instance, imagine a woman named Maya, whose partner, Alex, has a quick temper. One evening during an argument, Alex gets angry and throws a glass against the wall, shattering it.
The next day, when Maya tries to talk about how scared she felt, Alex says calmly, "I never threw it. It just slipped out of my hand because you were yelling. You are being so dramatic."
Maya saw him throw it, but his calm denial is so convincing that she starts to wonder if she exaggerated the event in her mind. This is a classic example of rewriting history to avoid responsibility. Another common scenario involves jealousy and control. Let's consider Sam, who notices his boyfriend Ben is texting other people late at night and hiding his phone screen. When Sam calmly asks who he is talking to, Ben gets defensive.
He says, "You are so paranoid and insecure. I can't believe you don't trust me."
Section 5. Gaslighting in friendships and at work. Gaslighting isn't just family or romantic partners. Tell a close friend a secret and ask them to keep it private. A week later, you find out they shared it. When you confront them, they might say with confidence,
"You never told me that was a secret."
Boss gives you a task with a one-day deadline. You work late to finish it. Next day, in the meeting, they casually say,
"I'm not sure why you rushed. We agreed you had 2 full weeks to complete this."
They change the story and make you look inefficient. You present a creative idea in a team meeting. A week later, a coworker presents the same idea as their own. You speak to them privately and they say,
"That meeting was just a casual brainstorm."
No one really owns an idea that comes out of a group discussion. Section 6, Signs. You are being gaslit and how to respond. There are several warning signs that may indicate gaslighting is happening to you. One common sign is that you find yourself apologizing constantly. On screen, sorry, repeated. often for things that are not your fault. You might also feel a sense of persistent confusion, especially after having simple conversations with a specific person. Do you frequently second-guess your memory of events, wondering if you remembered things correctly? Another sign is feeling that you are becoming overly sensitive or crazy, just as the other person claims, keeping detailed notes. You might start recording conversations, saving screenshots of text messages, just to have a record of what is true. First, try to ground yourself in your own reality. Write things down in a private journal. Section 7, conclusion, finding your ground. Again, to summarize the key points, gaslighting is a form of emotional manipulation where someone intentionally makes you doubt your own reality. This behavior is not random. It is used as a tool to gain control, avoid taking responsibility for one's actions, and protect a carefully crafted public image. The consequences of long-term gaslighting are serious. As we have seen, this toxic pattern can appear in any context. Most importantly, you can learn to spot the signs of gaslighting. If you constantly feel confused, anxious, and unsure of your own memory around a certain person, it is a significant red flag. You can take concrete steps to counteract its effects. This includes grounding yourself in your reality by writing things down and confiding in a trusted friend or therapist who can offer an outside perspective. To stand firmly in your own truth